This motherfucker done broke my fucking bone in my face. All because I didn't know his number. Now, I don't even know if I be able to see out this eye anymore. All because I said no. Look at my face. Y'all know how I look.
Oh,
Look at this shit. Look at this. I can barely have this eye open.
did you do it?
This one completely closed. I can't even see shit. My face is fucked. Wow. This is some scary shit out here in this. I'm moving from Detroit.
I guess I'll take
I'm moving from Detroit. I cannot live here. I can't.
Y'all playing with me like I'm not from Africa. Y'all playing with me like I'm not from Somalia. Y'all playing with me like we don't do voodoo there. Y'all playing with me like my mom's not a witch. Do you see this? Do you see how many candles I've been burning? Baby, I'm sending that right back to you. And I'm more powerful than you. I'm a motherfucking powerful witch.
I'm a motherfucking powerful witch.
Your spirits are not on the level of my spirits. Your energy ain't matching my energy. And your ancestors ain't as strong as my ancestors. Motherfucking powerful witch.
Motherfucking powerful witch.
I'm sending it right back to you, homie. So you should not waste your time or your money.
Hello everyone, now listen, I'm going to try to give you a brief overview of the report as it pertains to Roda Osman, aka the Brick Lady. I'm trying not to read the entire thing because it's a lot. However, I realize that every paragraph has essential information pertaining to this matter. So let's see how I'll get this done. Now, a Houston woman went viral on social media after making claims a man assaulted her with a brick outside a Houston club is now accused of raising tens of thousands of dollars in the GoFundMe because this is what they got her on, alright? Roda Osman, 33, has been charged with felony theft by deception. According to charging documents, Osman raised at least $40,000 through a fraudulent GoFundMe page she started in September that claimed she was the victim of a similar attack more than 3 years ago. On September 3rd, Houston police officers responded to an aggravated assault incident. They met Osman and her female friend. During the investigation, officers reported that Osman was intoxicated, hostile, and irate. In the original police report made at the scene, Osman claimed that she was walking on Schumacher Lane where an unknown man threw a brick at her when she would not give him her number, court documents show. She also told officers she had ordered an Uber and believed the brick-throwing suspect was the Uber driver. Osman said she got into the car with him, where he then tried to kidnap her, according to documents. Osman stated the suspect was involved in human trafficking and had a large group of women in the car with him. On September 15, detectives tried to reach Osman, but the number she provided was her friend's number, who was also at the scene when the incident was reported. The friend said she was not from Houston and went out to several places to drink with Osman, documents show. She said Osman reportedly called her male friends to come pick them up. When the men arrived, Osman and her friend got into the vehicle, which was a dark-colored sedan. The woman told investigators that she got into the right front passenger seat and Osman in the back seat with another man. As they were driving, she reportedly heard Osman yell, "Ouch, why you hit me?" but stated that she did not hear an argument before she heard Osman yell. The friend stated off the record that she did not believe Osman was hit with a brick, according to charging documents. The friend told detectives the suspect who allegedly assaulted Osman got out of their car, got into another vehicle, and drove off. She said Osman went live on Instagram and that she tried to convince Osman to call the police. The friend said she did not know the two men she got into the car with and would not be able to positively identify the suspects involved, according to documents. A detective finally made contact with Osman on September 19th. During the phone interview, Osman told the detective that her friend came to town and picked all the clubs they went to that night. They reportedly started at the O2 Lounge and then went to the Liquid Lounge. Usman said as they left the club, she called an Uber. According to the charging documents, when the dark-colored sedan pulled up, Usman thought it was the Uber she had called and got inside. Osman then told a detective that's when the suspect hit her in the face with a brick. She also stated that she did her own investigation and found out it was a man named Olan Douglas who assaulted her. When Osman was asked where was her friend at the time, she reportedly became upset and said her friend was far away from her while talking to another guy. Usman then changed her story to say she was assaulted at a Liquid Lounge club. After more questioning from the Houston police detective, Usman became upset, asked to speak with the detective's superior, and then hung up. The detective said he still provided her the name of his sergeant. On September 20, Houston police detectives canvassed the area where the assault was reported and spotted surveillance cameras in the 5600 block of Schumacher. The company that owns the cameras provided detectives with footage from them. Charging documents show. In the footage, the man that Usman claimed hit her, Olan Douglas, was also identified. Detectives said Douglas, Usman, and their friend were seen talking amongst each other and walking towards TikTok Garden Lounge, located in the 56th block of Schumacher Lane. They all reportedly went inside the club together. About 20 minutes later, the video shows the trio walk outside the club, then walk toward a white Maserati that was parked directly on the side of the business. Douglas was reportedly seen leaning on the right front passenger door while Usman walked towards him. According to documents, the surveillance footage shows that Usman started dancing on Douglas while her friend was in front of the vehicle talking to another man. The video then reportedly shows all four people get inside the Maserati. The unidentified man got into the driver's seat, the friend got into the right front passenger seat, and Usman and Douglas entered the back, according to documents. A few minutes later, Douglas was reportedly seen getting out the back right side, and then Usman and her friend also got out. According to charging documents, Usman and Douglas were in an argument, and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand. Now, this is the part that is baffling. Now, did she really know Douglas? And did he hit her first? Because it's being assumed that she hit him and then he hit her back. I mean, no, a brick, a bottle of water. I mean, it's the same thing. She was hit with an object. This is the part, because this is where people say, oh, you're taking up for her and you know, you're not holding her accountable. Listen, this whole situation is crazy and we're all trying to figure out what happened here. I mean, the detectives will, but come on. Anyway, let me continue and then I'll give my commentary. Anyway, where did I leave off? And Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic water bottle and struck Usman in the face. Detectives said Usman then sat in the front passenger seat of the vehicle while Douglas stepped away from her. He reportedly got into the back of the seat of an Audi A3 that had pulled up. When Usman got out the vehicle, detectives said the unidentified man who was driving it took off. The footage capturing the incident did not support Usman's recorded statement, charging documents show. Now listen, yes, we all could agree that she lied about where the incident occurred. But did she lie about something actually happening? Something did happen. But she lied about where it occurred, where it happened. Why she lied, I don't know. She's cray. The surveillance camera shows the man hitting her in the face with a bottle filled with water. She is a nut. But that still doesn't answer a whole lot of questions. Anyway, on September 4th, a day after the alleged assault was reported, a GoFundMe account was created and listed Usman as the beneficiary. The account raised more than $42,000 as of October 25th, 2023, according to charging documents. It stated that she was attacked by a black male as she was walking down the street, this part, because she declined to give him her phone number. The report read. I mean, listen, I get it. Emotions are heightened and people are expressing how they feel, even to those people who did not believe her, because I was one who believed her. That's fine. That's your prerogative. And no, you know the reason why I showed that earlier story with a young lady who was hit in the face by someone, again, who she refused to engage with, is because these are not isolated incidents. We might not hear about them very often, but it happens a lot to women, and it happened to her. So this does not happen. It happens. But how Rhoda told the story, she embellishes. Listen, somehow I do believe that this detective is an overzealous detective. This is just my opinion. Like everyone else has an opinion, this is my opinion. He or she seems to be putting a whole lot of energies into the GoFundMe and whatever. Because I mean, you have to prove what she said is a lie first before you can prove that she committed this act of theft by deception, I would think. I mean, what do I know? I'm just a layman. Anyway, now, and I've spoken about this in a previous video when pertaining to this issue, when it had just occurred, when it just happened. And I said that the problem is, I do believe that some people think that they're so perfect that they don't want to be wrong. And it's not even about wrong or right. This was a scenario of a situation that was presented to all of us. Some chose not to believe her. Some chose to believe her. That's fine. So it's not an indictment of who you are. You know, you didn't commit the act. If there are any ramifications, Roda has to deal with it. She's cray-cray. Listen, Roda Osman is many. A whole lot flew over the cuckoo's nest. We know that. Her elevator does not go all the way to the top. We get it. What should happen is a psychological evaluation should be ordered on her because she has a history of doing nonsense. Okay? Of embellishing stories. And you know this thing about, why do you think there's the word alleged or allegedly? It is to cover situations like these. Alleges, or she alleged that so and so happened. I mean, come on. You didn't lie to the police. So why are you beating yourself up, or why are you just getting upset with everyone else? And why is it now I was right? So what? Listen, Rhoda's stories are convoluted. She embellishes chain of events. We are aware of that. She instigates situations as well just to get a reaction. Then she overreacts. She's messed up. If she continues this unabated, unchecked, somebody's going to hurt her seriously. Behavior is not cute. It is unacceptable. She needs to understand that what she's doing is ridiculous. She just craves attention. I think there's something wrong with her. She craves attention. She seeks attention at all cost, even at the cost of her freedom. Now, listen, to make this clear, there are people out there with real mental issues who are being treated and who are aware that something might not be right and they wish they could be normal. Now here you have somebody who is doing something that is outlandish and ridiculous because she thinks it's cute. Now I saw someone comment on a post about dark magic and her other dabbling. The reason for me playing her TikTok video speaking crazy about dark magic and what she can do from what she can do. Listen, she better run to the light, because if her dark magic was so potent, wouldn't she see something like this happening? And why would she have to embellish a story to make it more believable? Ridiculous. Who's scared of Roda? Roda is scared of Roda. There's something going on with Roda that nobody has been able to identify just yet. But she needs psychological intervention. And she needs it now. There she is talking about dark magic. Obviously, she's not versed in that type of activity, because an arrest warrant was issued for you, woman. Clear something up before I continue. Now, I love men. My orientation and socialization has mostly been with black men. My life has been good. I don't hate men. The ones who have done foolishness, who has caused me not to think of them favorably, don't exist. Don't feature in my reality. There aren't many, but mostly my experiences have been very good. I'm fine. So I don't want anyone... No, the reason for me saying that is because, because you support Roda, suddenly you're a man-hater. It's crazy. It's nonsense. All right? It's nonsense. And This is sad because it's coming mostly from black women because that was her support system. Most of the women who supported her were black women. And I do feel for them. And I feel, you know, for me, I'm over her. She has to deal with her situation. I didn't do anything foolish. I don't go to social media and make myself an idiot. Never. Ever. That would not be me. All right? And listen, if nothing, I think this should help us all to understand that everybody's an individual. You know, importantly, I want to make this explicitly clear. We are not an extension of anyone. All right? And us believing her story should not translate to a lack of awareness or intuition. That would be a foolish stance to take. You know, no one is in their full state of awareness 24/7. And it's within those moments of lapses that negative energies, such as Roda's, can penetrate our psyche. It is called being human, empathetic, being empathetic. That's why I have now consciously become an empath with a heightened sense of discernment. You understand? And I am still a work in progress. Roda is an agent of chaos. As a matter of fact, she is the whole agency of chaos. She has enough negative energy to fill a football field. Now, these are lessons and moments in our lives that we should have a positive takeaway, not to divide, but to come together. Now, as it pertains to Roda's dark magic prowess, I do believe that she's a fraud. She has no sense of awareness. First of all, she has absolutely no sense of self-awareness to be able to be apt at this so-called powerful activity. So, Roda, please. Anyway, it is what it is. And I do believe that she lacks the ability to separate fact from fiction. And what being a productive citizen looks like opposed to a menace. Roda needs to be taught a damn lesson for all the chaos she has caused. Whether that means something legal or whatever, because I'm still pondering as it relates to that story, because she told the truth. She said she was hit in the face. Maybe not brick, but with a water bottle. She was still hit in the face. They did not see her hit him. It is being assumed that she hit him first. I mean, come on. Let's call a spade a spade. Anyway, I think I'm done with Roda Usman for today. And this feels strange after not being here for a long time. Hello, everyone. You know, I pop in and I pop out. You know, but kudos to everyone who covered this story. I think, you know, it is something that really brought our attention to a lot of things. Mental illness is real as well, and I've been one to speak on people misusing mental illness as an excuse. I don't, that irks me. Anyway, as always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next video.